We mentioned something about even celebrating small wins. How would you celebrate that 5K win in StarCraft? How would you, like, you know, winning your equivalency of winning your local, you know, race in StarCraft? How would you celebrate a win?
I have a video of my first ever GM promotion where I'm like flipping around, and that was maybe one of the most exciting days of my life. But to a lesser extent, the first time I got Masters, I had one other person in the apartment at the time who was like my best friend's girlfriend, and she didn't play StarCraft, but she was vaguely aware of it. And I needed to tell her that I just got Masters in StarCraft, and I was like, super heckin' pumped about it. So I think it's all relative. Like, even getting platinum for the first time feels pretty good. Like, you want to share it with your friends that you got this achievement. It feels pretty amazing. I think because the promotions are pretty hard to obtain in StarCraft, it makes each of them really exciting. So you can treat yourself and maybe play some silly matches. But I guess the useful thing that I would point out is watching out for winner's tilt. Winner's tilt means that you've just had a ring of success or a run of success, and you want to avoid playing so that you keep the bank account and the poker sense at a good number and your MMR at a good number. Because you feel like, I think I'm on an upswing. I just want to set the account here. It looks pretty good. This is really nice for me. If I play, it's not going to go up most likely. And then you've stopped practicing. You've stopped getting into the arena once you've done that. And you're just kind of putting the picture up on the wall, so to speak, instead of like putting the gloves on and getting back into fighting.
I definitely am prone to that. I will be the first to admit. Definitely when you're winning, you're like, you know, this is a good time to stop. Hold off on it just a little bit. I'm definitely prone to that. I'll be the first to admit it. Just for the last part on the idea of even small wins, because I'm really focused on it, what would be an example to you as a non-rank based victory that someone could set for themselves?
You could say a max out time. You don't even need a time, actually. You just want to get maxed. So setting a criteria for moral victory is a thing that I do for myself, especially when I'm having a C game day. A game is your top 15% of your performance. B game is the middle 70%. C game is the bottom 15. So you're playing like trash, and you're going to be losing most of your games. It feels horrible to lose 8 games in a row, but if you can recognize, I only slept 5 hours last night. There was something that came up in the morning. I'm in a pretty grumpy mood, and I'm playing like shit. All of that you can accept, and then you can boil that down into, I'm just going to try not to be supply blocked at 36 as a Zerg. And if that's your one goal, you make your overlord and you get up to that 44 supply ceiling, you say, I am victorious. And you're making progress in something that is a real hurdle in the match. And in the video game, you are improving. You're basically drilling something and saying that this is my emphasis. Yes, I am tired. Yes, I'm playing poorly, but I'm still learning and I'm still practicing. So criteria for moral victory is something that you can create for yourself. Anytime, you could do it when you're playing well also. I do this. Lately, I've been focusing on minimap awareness. So I'll just do my Tuesday tryhard stream and I'll say, I'm going to try to have fun, and I'm going to try to stare at the minimap as much as I can, because I know that relative to top Zergs like Sarah, Lambo, Raynor, I'm not looking at the minimap as much as they are. So if I'm just doing that, then I'm moving toward progress and improvement, even if I don't necessarily win. And that gives yourself a ton of, I would say, resilience when it comes to losing a match. Because if you lose a match and you had no criteria for moral victory, your entire goal was to win. And now you've just mowed the lawn, and now it's twice as high as it was before. And you're just so infuriated at this that you've been robbed of your MMR when you feel like you worked really hard and you deserve it.
Right.
But if you had that criteria of moral victory, of say I did lose to that Protoss, but I did look at that minimap a lot. So I have grown and I have improved as a player, even though I lost MMR.
So
it doesn't seem
even if you've lost.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
If you've enjoyed this or found it insightful, and you want to support us and keep making shows that improve the esports scene, you can join our Crown Club membership and get access to exclusive shows, bonus insights, and access our members-only Discord, where you can connect with the community and the hosts. A thanks to everybody who joins. ESChamp wouldn't exist without you.